Hi, everyone. If you are a teacher in Florida who teaches reading, specifically 6th, 7th, or 8th grades, or you support teachers or students in those grades, then stay tuned because I've got a resource that's going to help uncomplicate reading comprehension for you. Here is our roadmap to mastering reading comprehension, scaffolded resources that are aligned to the best for reading comprehension. And this is for 6th, 7th, and 8th grades. Let's go ahead and dive in. As you can see, we're going to be talking about all three of those grade levels. And in our introduction, it tells you a lot about the science of reading, particularly with comprehension. But let's flip on through till we get some great specifics for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Really a good overview of what's included in those benchmarks. But you know what the best part about this entire roadmaps are? Right here, the rubrics. I'm going to start by showing you what 7th grade literary elements looks like. So take a look at our rubric. We've got the benchmark at the top, some considerations with time periods and text complexity here. But check out these colored pieces right here. So we've got proficient mastery, the full extent and mastery of the benchmark here at the end of the year, because that's when benchmarks are supposed to be mastered, right? But we help to scaffold it back. Okay, if this is what it looks like at the end, what should it look like in the middle, and what should it look like in the beginning of the year? To top that off, we added questions and tasks to go along with what the rubric or what the benchmark would look like at 3 different points in the year. Look at this, mark in the text where there's a change in setting. Here, what's the significance of the time period? Or here, analyze the impact of setting. At the bottom, we included any clarifications, if there were any, glossary terms, additional terms, and one of my favorite parts, vertical notes. In other words, what did this benchmark look like in 6th grade? What will it look like in 8th grade to really give you those content limits? We also help to save and uncomplicate things for you by telling you which of the ELA expectations could be used and what other benchmarks could be stacked with this one. But this is most teachers' favorite part right here, and it's the student anchor chart. We took the benchmark, we put it into student-friendly language. Notice the verbs are italicized, the nouns are underlined. We also use student-friendly language, great images, which of the demonstrations of mastery they'll have to do, and all of them include sentence frames. So how could the students use these frames in discussion, in an explanation, or even in an analysis of this? At the end of each section, we also included a one-pager that had some of the prompts from each of the benchmarks in one standard. And then you can actually see all of the suggested text from BEST, in this case, 7th grade, and any pertinent information. For example, in 7th grade, students have to be able to identify characteristics of an unreliable narrator. So to save you guys time, we went ahead and included which of the texts that are suggested include an unreliable narrator. We included the kind of text, like if it's a speech or if it's a poem, what kind. And we even included the point of view. For example, I'm looking at the New Colossus, which is a Petrarchan sonnet in a first-person point of view, omniscient. So it really helped to uncomplicate things for you and save you time. We also included, for the comparative reading benchmark, which of the texts that are suggested would be the easiest to compare. I love this part included in the middle school roadmaps. We have at the very end of the roadmap reference sheets for you and for your students. So these are the literary time periods from the middle school benchmarks for BEST. It's going to tell you some of the characteristics, historical issues, and authors of the time. We also have reference sheets for universal themes, poetic devices, archetypes, and my favorite, a really quick reference for each of the rhetorical devices that are brought up in middle school. There you have it, folks. If you want to get your hands on some of these or download some more samples, I'm going to put that link in the comments. But if you go to our website, uncomplicateded.com/roadmaps, you're actually have available to download all of the poetry benchmarks from K to 12. And it's going to show you where you can purchase your own copy or fill out a form if you are a school leader and wanting to get a school-wide discount for each of your teachers. So hope this helps uncomplicate reading comprehension for you and for your middle school students. Bye, everyone.